Hello everyone, welcome to my sewing room. My name's Kim and this is Stash Stitcher. This week it's a little bit different because I'm not going to be sharing with you anything I've made, because I've actually bought some fabric and some other bits and bobs, and I did set out this year to try and use up some of my fabric stash, and I have been doing quite well with that. But I have felt just lately that if I didn't buy something, I was going to pop, because I get such pleasure out of new fabrics, because it does inspire me and it does sort of set off my creativity. And I found a new supplier called Catkins and Scraps, and I've been on this site a few times and I put fabric into the cart, but I've abstained from actually purchasing it. And I keep going back to it. And they were running a sale just recently, which is finished unfortunately now. But I just thought if I didn't buy it now, I would miss the opportunity of actually buying some fabrics that I like and getting them at a discount. So I took the plunge and bought them. I did feel a little bit guilty, but not enough to stop me from buying them. And I am starting to reassess how I buy my fabrics going forward, because I have been in the habit in the past of just buying maybe 2 meters of a piece of fabric, and you can't really do a lot with 2 meters, not for the size I am anyway. You can get a shirt out of it, but if you want to make a blouse, for instance, with ruffles and a bit more of a detail in the sleeves, you do need that extra bit of fabric. So I've started to think that I need to buy longer pieces of fabric, and even if I cut into it and I make something, I will always have enough to make something else further down the line. So that's my way of thinking. So I thought I would first start with opening up my parcel from Catkin and Scraps, because I haven't opened it and I'm desperate to get in there to see what this fabric actually looks like in real life, and also share with you other fabrics that I bought and ideas that I'm starting to have going forward. So let's start off with the fabric. So this is Catkin and Scraps. So nice big package here. Let me find a pair of scissors. Right, now some of this fabric is quite quirky, because I do like to make sort of quirky shirts, and I saw this. It's not to everybody's taste, but I saw this and I thought this was just really unusual. And it's a cotton lawn, and it's got sardines on it. And I thought this would just make up such a lovely shirt. And I've got enough of this. I think I bought 3 meters of this. I've got enough of this to probably make a pair of pajamas out of it, and also a shirt, or I could make a dress. So you see why I'm thinking about investing in longer pieces of fabric, because then it gives me more choice in what I can actually make. And I just loved the colours of this as well. It's really nice, and I do like a sardine, so yeah, that's very nice. Really, really happy with that. Right, so that's the first piece. The next piece is also cotton lawn, and this is just called Freedom Navy Floral, and it is beautiful. And I think I bought 4 meters of this. And also because I bought so much, I can make a pair of pajamas, blouse, shirt, you know, whatever takes my fancy. So I don't feel that I'm restricted now in making something or a few garments out of this. And because I do keep fabric in my stash for so long, I think it's quite nice that I can make something from it, and then, you know, 2 or 3 years down the line, I've got the fabric again to make something else. I don't think this will hang around for too long, because it is just absolutely just up my street. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Right, right, so there's that. And And this is also cotton. There's a lot of cotton lawn in this parcel, but I do like shirt making, and you can see that these fabrics are quite unusual. They're not what you see quite a lot of out there, so I just really thought they was unusual. So this one is also a cotton lawn. It's got an unusual name which I can't pronounce, so I'm not even going to do it because I'll probably butcher it. So, but look at that, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Now I love green, I love navy as well, but I love green. I just feel it really, for me, I just feel elevated in it. And this is so nice. I could imagine myself making a dress out of this. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've got about 4 meters of this also. And yeah, I just really like that. I'm not usually somebody who likes yellow, but because there's so much green in this, the yellow sort of washes my complexion out, but I think the green itself carries it really well. So absolutely beautiful. And the last piece of fabric from them is a William Morris fabric. Now I have bought quite a bit of William Morris fabric in the past, but I haven't seen this actual colour in this print. I've seen it in lots of different combinations, but not this. And I just thought this is beautiful. And yet again, it is green. So it's got this green with this blue flower, and I just thought it was really pretty. I've got decent lengths of all of these fabrics, and that's intentional, as I said before. But also in the back of my mind, I've been thinking about my pattern matching series, and I haven't picked that up for a while, and I really wanted to make the next video in that series, but I've been restricted with the fabrics I've got in my stash, and none of them seem to work. So I'm hoping with, you know, all of these fabrics could do something with them pattern matching wise. The difficulty for me is actually filming pattern matching, because I only have quite a small setup here, and it's been able to film it so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm hoping that one of these fabrics will allow me to do my next video in that series. So hopefully that will be coming soon. So I'm going to be experimenting a bit with testing out markers on these fabrics that you'll be able to see, so that I can actually do another pattern matching video. So even though all these fabrics are cotton lawn, it doesn't put me off because we're going into autumn, winter. I happily make you know, lightweight shirts all year round, because then I can layer them up. So even if I wear a camisole under my shirt, or a vest or tank top over the top of my shirt with a jacket, I like layering. So I'm never put off by the fine quality of cotton lawn. I'll still make a shirt regardless. And these are so beautiful. I mean, oh God, that's so dreamy. I just, that's so nice. And there's some beautiful purples in this fabric as well, and I'm not normally drawn to purple either, so I'm really pleased with all of the fabrics that I got from Catkin and Scraps. Before I move on to the next purchase, I also bought some Merchant and Mills from Catkin and Scraps, some little fine work scissors, because I do a lot of hand sewing. I'm just going to open them up. Rustling again, do apologise. Oh, they're pretty. They look quite vintage. They're really cute. So put a little safeguard on the top. Yeah, so I will use those downstairs when I'm doing my hand sewing. So, and I do like to buy replacement snips every so often, because I like them really sharp. So I've got those. Let's move on to the next thing. Now I'm currently working on the Dreamcatcher quilt, and I'm doing really well with it. So I've been really concentrating on doing the centerpiece, and I will share that with you either next week or the week after. But whilst I'm working on a quilt, I always plan in my next one, because with quilts I like to collect the fabric in advance, and I've decided that I want to make a Liberty fabric quilt. And I haven't normally been drawn to Liberty prints because they're a bit muted and ditzy for me, but I came across this book called Alice's Wonderland Sampler Quilt, and it's the 100 quilt blocks. So this book takes you through how to make 100 blocks and then incorporate them into this Wonderland quilt. And I just bought it because I just thought it was absolutely beautiful, and I've seen a few other YouTubers start making this, and I have been very intrigued by it. And on one of the pages you can see all the different Liberty fabrics, and they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I thought, this is my next quilting project. And so with that, I've been reading, giving it a good read and going through all of the blocks. I thought I would treat myself to a little like beginner's sample pack of Liberty prints. So I bought these prints from a company called Billow Fabrics. So I bought a solid colour, just a sort of white ivory creamy sort of very bland colour that all the other Liberty fabrics will effectively sit on. So this is the base colour. So I've only bought 1 metre of that, though the quilt says you need 6 metres, and Liberty isn't cheap fabric. So I thought what I would do is I would just buy a little bit each time I you know, get a next bundle of my Liberty fabrics in, and just do it that way, because otherwise it will cost me an arm and a leg. So I bought this beginner pack, and these Liberty prints, they are beautiful, and they're Tanner lawn, so they're very fine. So I quickly run through them. So you've got this one. So there are a lot there, and it was quite a reasonably priced pack. Not all of those prints are in the sampler, but I think what I will do is I will just swap some out, because otherwise these will just sit around and not be used. And I did think, you know, some of these would make nice glasses cases or Kindle cases, those sort of things, cosmetic bags, if you just pad them out nicely. So they're a reasonable size to make the smaller projects on. And also Christmas is coming, so I'm starting to think about those sort of things as well. But they're absolutely beautiful, and I can understand why people fall in love with Liberty, because they do have some history behind them, and it's quite interesting reading about the history behind how each of these patterns was created. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So I'm going to carry on collecting for a while, and then I will start making up the blocks. But I am being good and continuing to focus on my Dreamcatcher quilt, because that is coming along brilliantly, and I'm really enjoying it at the moment. So I will share that with you very soon. So there's more fabric. I bought this a while back, and I've saved it because I thought I will wait until I've got some more fabric and then just do a proper video. So it's been sitting on the side waiting for me to show you. So it's already been through the washing machine, and I've done my usual thing where I take a snippet and put it on my fabric card, and also, you know, wrap it on a board and put my tag on it. So these two pieces of fabric are from a company called Legend Textiles. Both of them are cotton. So this one's a cotton lawn and the other one's just a normal cotton, so it's a little bit more heavier. And I think because we're going into autumn, winter, I really do like the autumnal colours, you know, browns, oranges, that sort of dark greens, and the vibrant reds. I just love this sort of colour that takes us into Christmas, and I am a fan of brown. And I think it's because it just works well with my skin tone. So this fabric, it's just called Brown Orange Red Cotton Lawn, and it's 100% cotton. It hasn't got the weight, but it's just on the website, it's just called lightweight. So you can see it's just gorgeous. I love anything with flowers in. It's just so pretty. And it's got reds, and on some of the leaves got tiny little insects, really tiny little insects. I don't know if you can see one there on that leaf. It's so small, I can't see it. Right, there you are. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so I really like that. Well, I hope it's an insect and not a misprint, because my eyesight's not great. So that's that one. And this one is yet again a William Morris print, and it's called Strawberry Thief, and I do love the Strawberry Thief designs. So this is yet again in a really rustic colour, so you can see, but I just love these colours. So I can see a shirt being made out of this. I did buy this intentionally for a shirt, and I bought this for one of the pattern matching garments, but when I got it, I didn't think it was, the print was clear enough for you to be able to see what I was doing. So that's why I put that aside. I think I'll make myself a shirt out of that at a later date. So that is my Strawberry Thief. Beautiful. Right, so I have been watching some other YouTubers. One of my favourite YouTubers is Ripper Seams, and she'd been going through one of her patterns. She did a pattern review on a pattern by Tilley Handmade, the Magic Pants. So as you know, I've been making seaforth pants until they've come out of my ear holes, and I've decided that I need to sort of move away from them and start experimenting with other trousers. And these ones intrigued me because they are so different from anything else that is out there. And Kate, who Ripper Seams, she explained it and went through it all, and she did such a good job that she inspired me to buy the pattern, which I have done. So these are the Magic Pants. So I put a proper image up so you can see it, and they're just constructed so differently, and I think, you know, it'd be really nice to just try something completely different from what I'm normally used to. So even though I've got the pattern, I haven't had it printed off yet. I still need to send it off to the my printer to get my AO printed pattern, and I don't normally do that until I've got a few in house. So I shall wait a little bit, but I will be making those hopefully before Christmas. And we're in September, and there are a few challenges going on, and one of the challenges I have been really meaning to get into is the project Dresser Girl, and I really want to start making, you know, even if I just get one done, making one dress done, because I do have some fabrics in my stash that would work ideally, especially those shorter length pieces of fabric that would work great on a dress. I'm having a bit of difficulty printing off the dress pattern because it doesn't seem to print off at the side, so I think I need to use Adobe printer or something, but you know, I will get it sorted and get something made. So I think that is it for today. I hope you've really enjoyed looking at these fabrics. I feel very inspired now. They do lift me and give me inspiration. So watch this space. You might see a few of those coming our way very soon. So until next time, have a fabulous sewing week, and I will see you all very soon. Take care.